Welcome back. I'm playing Warhammer 40,000 Battlesector, and we'll continue on with our multiplayer tips section where I'm going through every faction and every unit that that faction has, kind of giving my 2 cents on what I think and would recommend for every unit. I then show off a skirmish match showing these units in actual gameplay, and then show what happens when you empower their abilities, so you can get an idea if that's something you want to focus on or whether you want to just use it for the extra movement and bonus attack here, and also gives you an idea on who you want to focus on getting those momentum kills to allow them to maximize the amount of damage, because some of the momentum bonuses are just incredible and almost game breaking, and other ones are not very good. So definitely we'll see what we can do. But before I get started, I hope you're enjoying these videos, and if you are, please give my channel a like and subscribe. It encourages me to post more content for you. So this is one of the vehicles for the Orks. It is the Deff Dread, and it is a very fun unit to use. It only costs 175 points, and it's definitely worth that, assuming you're not fighting forces that are just gonna shoot it from afar and snipe it down with heavy units like the Tau. Easily destroy these guys, which can be very frustrating. But it has 350 health, 1 action point, 4 movement, 9 armor, and minus 20 evasion. So the standard kit has a big shooter, which has 32 attacks with 3 to 5 damage, armor piercing of 3, optimal range of 4, and a base accuracy of 85, and it falls off by 10 accuracy per tile. And then it also has the Dread Claw, and that's 1 attack, does 105 to 140, with 31 to 42 splash of 3, armor piercing of 8, and a base accuracy of 90. The other variant is the Flamer, and it has a heavy flamer, so a Scorcha has 10 attacks, base damage of 6 to 9, with an armor piercing of 3, and it has a range of 2. And it will also have the Dread Claw, same variant. It is a vehicle, so it has the volatile ability, so it explodes on death, dealing 52 to 70 damage, at 3 armor piercing with any units within 1 tile. Now, its special ability is the Dread Mob, so this stacks within 2 tiles of other Deff Dreads, and it stacks up to 2, so you need to have a total of 3, and then for each one that you have, it would give you plus 20 shots, plus 10% melee damage, and 1 movement. But that's not all. If you have Pain Boys next to them, then you'll get the plus 15% HP bonus, which, as you can imagine, on a unit that has 350 points, that's nothing to sneeze at. But that's not all as well, because you can then buff their damage with the War Boss abilities by giving them plus 10 melee accuracy and plus 15% damage. But wait, that's not all. You can then buff their damage by another 15% with the Warpath, and you can reduce the damage they received by an additional 10%, and that'll last for 2 turns using the Warpath. And if you end up bringing the big mech, you can use the custom force field to reduce the range damage they take by 10%, and you can now heal them for 30 HP every turn and give them an additional armor, and that will last for 2 turns. So these guys can be absolutely incredible, but if they get a rear attack, they tend to get easily destroyed. For whatever reason, they just don't seem to be able to tank hits when they get rear attacked very well compared to other forces. But these guys can be very, very deadly and just absolutely wreck anything up that's in their way. The Dread Mob can be very frustrating to use, because once the units move outside those 2 tile range, it then gets rid of the ability. So if you have everybody next to them, you think you have this extra movement, you move them, but then it breaks cohesion. Then all of a sudden, to get to that point, if you're like 1 square away, it will have used up your attack action point instead of just your movement points. So you must be extremely careful when moving the Deff Dreads around if you're banking on using that extra movement abilities here. And frequently what it causes is for you to just move a Deff Dread, each 1 square at a time, and it's very obnoxious when you're doing that. And there's nothing worse than when you think you've got this total massive game-breaking play going because of the Dread Mob bonuses, and you're just going to wreck shit up. You move everybody around and you realize the cohesion was broken, and now your Deff Dreads are now overextended because you've lost your attack action point because it used it to default the movement because you broke cohesion. So be exceptionally careful with that. But these guys can do good damage at range, especially when you start stacking up all these bonus shots. But where they really shine is melee, as you would expect with the Deff Dread. And they're also obviously very good at using their scorches as well with all these heavy flamers, plus potentially up to 40% bonus shots. That makes these guys one of the best heavy flamers in the entire game once you get those bonuses start stacking up. So definitely can be a very fun time using these Deff Dreads here, and they tend to have pretty good movement because of the Dread mobs, so they can definitely close the gap and get into your face much faster than what you would expect something that's of this size. So let's show a episode or a mission against the AI with these bad boys and see what we can do. And let's see, I think we're due for the Tyranids. So the big thing is when you're deploying these guys, you always want them to be next to each other so you have that cohesion working in your favor. Something like that.
We was made to fight.
So as you can see, the boss is watching, so he's getting 20% melee accuracy, or yeah, 20 melee accuracy and 30% melee damage. So, and he's got the movement here, but if I moved him one square more, he would have lost cohesion. So, like I said, it creates this annoying situation where you're like moving these guys back and forward, trying not to break cohesion.
Let's get moving. What now? Ready to saw bones.
Whatever you want, boss. Yes, boss. Right away. Come and get us.
What's that over there? I can feel a scrap coming. What's that over there? Plunking over. Moving and leading. Cyborg legs, ready to go. I think I can stitch that back. Let's get moving!
Crocs, ready to fight.
Ready to saw bones. I's got a cunning plan. Coming this way will get us.
So, decent amount of damage there.
I smell me something. Something over there. Useful for parts. We was made to fight, so let's fight.
Alright, let's warpath them. And those are gene stealers all around here. So ideally I would not like them to come and fight me, because that's going to be a bad day.
Let's get moving.
Oh my gosh, you didn't kill those guys. I was really thinking you would have.
I's got a cunning plan. This is more like it.
Ah, that's pretty disappointing.
I know. You's looking at me. 10 boys. Plunking over. 10 boys.
But it's like if we were to attack, we'd do 147 to 96.
Let's get moving.
Sorry, 162 to 217 in our melee if we did that. So that is the power of these guys.
Ready to boss the boys.
Big smack.
This is more like it. Tinkering. Custom blast attacker working nicely.
Alright, we'll pull you back. Try to hold the front line
Orks
here.
don't need to be the smartest, just the biggest.
He's down.
Whatever you want, boss.
Actually, maybe what we'll do is move you guys over this way. Do a little bit of that. A little something something.
Ready to saw bones.
Can move you up to here.
If you
You
say
guys can
so.
move over that way.
What now?
He's down. What I don't want is for him to be debuffing my guys here with that acid. One, two, three, four. Let's move you up and try to
It's our time.
get some of these other buffs going.
We was made to fight, so let's fight. Give them a grumpy.
Alright, reduce damage there. Very nice.
Didn't feel a thing. Shooter.
Alright, not super great. Now let's flame here. Kill all those guys. Now you can't empower any of their abilities, unfortunately, but shouldn't be too shocking, just given everything that you saw there with how these guys work. Let's see here. I guess let's have you come around the back here. Attack here. And I'm just trying to decide how I want to move these guys is the thing.
10 boys.
Probably to here. So we don't really care about your zone of control shenanigans.
Orks, ready to fight. Yes, boss. Right away.
Let's get moving.
I feel like you should be able to kill 3 of them. Don't let me down. Good.
Orks always win, even when they don't. I think I could stitch that back.
Alright, can you kill 3? Sure can.
We was made to fight, so let's fight! Death Trench. The old ways is best.
Alright, have you smack these guys down? Oh, shoot. That's right. That's the variant that has the range. Oh, and of course I just wasted one of your movement because I didn't have you where I wanted you to be. Surge. I guess I should have had you here.
Trench taken apart.
To be able to flame these, all 3 of them down. There we go. Bit of a waste.
Need your gubbins fixed up.
Oop. Let's get you here.
Plunking over.
Smack those guys down.
Ready to saw bones. He was holding back. Now we'll use both hands. The knobs is here.
Whatever you want, boss.
Alright, move you up.
What is it?
Oh, rigging him up. Oh, why is my computer freaking out here? Smack him back.
This is more like it. How's about I gives you a bit of bone?
Ah, that's nice.
Let's
Got
get
you all moved up there.
Sore fingers.
Guess you can try to heal there. Ah, look at that.
If you
It's a
say
beautiful
so.
thing.
We was made to fight, so let's fight.
I don't think I really want you to flame necessarily. So let's just run you up here. Have you start smacking down the hive guard.
This is more like it. Orks always win, even when we don't.
Ah, you're only getting the
I know.
benefit of one of them, unfortunately.
I think I could stitch that back. Move in and lead it.
Yes, boss.
Run you guys up this way. Nice.
Best of the best.
Orks, ready to fight.
And you can come down here. Start attacking here. Blind. Smack there.
We was made to fight, so let's fight.
Well,
Need your gubbins fixed up. Death Dredge.
See what you can do, I guess. Nice. There you go.
10 boys.
Move you over. You can flame into these guys.
Tinkering. 10 boys. Clunking
Deff
over.
Dreads can stay together.
Ready to saw bones. My turn. Orks always win, even when we don't.
And smack them. So, as you can see, incredibly powerful units. They can tear anything up. You can either use them as the flamer ranged unit. I didn't really use them, I guess, for their main attack there, but like I said, they can do decent damage at range with both the big shooter or the flamer. I tend to like the flamer more unless you know you're going to be at range for quite a bit of the map, because you know they can close so much distance that within a couple turns you're going to be in melee range, and unless you have the flamer set up where you're going to kill 2 full squads of enemies like you saw there, you're going to want to be using your claws, and then you can stack them up with those bosses watching bonuses in addition to the warpath. You can get them more armor and decrease the range damage they do, but as you can see, I mean, they were doing 200 plus damage, and then you have all that splash as well that gets buffed as well, allowing these guys to do just crazy amounts of damage to most forces that are getting in their way. I mean, the Bloodthirster still can out damage them, but the difference is when the Bloodthirster gets a counter attack, he does that stupid little kick that is only for like 50 damage instead of his hammer swing. I don't know why they do that, and I kind of wish that when you did the zone of control attacks, that if they had splash damage, they'd do it too, so then it really was a big issue when you're breaking contact, but that's not how it works. So as you could see, they were attacking me, he got the counter attack, but he only killed 1 model instead of all 3 of them with that splash damage there. So a very fun unit, can decimate almost anything that it's going to be fighting, and if you want to end up buffing them, you can definitely do crazy things. So thanks for watching. I hope you're enjoying these videos. If you are, please give my channel a like and subscribe. Encourage me to post more content for you. Have a great day.